Drake, buyer on the bridal team, and I'm here to share with you one very exciting trend, sheer bodices. So in bridal gowns, this trend has been getting more and more popular, and I'm really excited to share with you our offering that is in stores right now, as well as new styles that we'll be delivering very, very soon. This style right here, SWG 834, she is an A-line style, and she is just really amazing. She has this glitter tool that is in has a little bit of a silver type fleck to it, and she's lined with a color called cashmere, which you can sort of see under here. What that means is when she walks, she has a beautiful color layering. It really looks gorgeous and has gorgeous movement. Her bodice here, you can see the bones in through here, but as I put my hand back here, you can see my skin tone. There's really no lining except on the bust cups. Bust cups are fully lined. I can actually show you in a gown here. You can see that all of our gowns have bust cups, so you don't have to worry about that. There's no modesty issues with these. But in this particular dress, as soon as I hang this up, I'm going to show you. This gown is really cool because not only does she have these beautiful swag sleeves, but if you want a second look for your reception or just for later in the evening, you can actually remove her sleeves and she becomes a strapless gown. So that is absolutely amazing. I'm sure that you felt that that was the only detail about this gown that was important, but it's not. She also has this fold over front that when you walk gives you a little peek of leg and is like a slit. But instead of just being a full-on slit, it just folds over the front, so you can be a little modest when you need to, and then you can show a little leg when you need to. You can see the layering there. So also for this gown, one of the things that we can do, if you are a little nervous to show that much skin for the sheer bodice, alterations can work with you to add a lining to it. So you can get the same look of this gown, but with a fully lined bodice, which would look just like the skirt. The next gown we're going to talk about is SWG 835. This gown here is in a mermaid trumpet silhouette, and she has just so much detail to her that I don't even know where to start first. So I'm going to start down here at the train. She has an 82-inch train, which is a cathedral length for us. And you can see this fabric. She really has this, this metallic woven detail in it, mixed with some clear sequins. And that really gives her the sparkle effect that you'll see here. The other thing that I'm going to mention is in through her midsection here, she has this gorgeous diamond shape sequin fabric that really just gives dimension to the design. Brings in a little bit of a geometric pattern to the gown, but really just not too polarizing, really doesn't stand out too much. Then we go to her bodice, which is my personal favorite part. She's also sheer, but you can see that not only is her bodice sheer, she's an ivory color, but then she has this plunge detail here. So I like that you can see it on our mannequin here, because when you put this on, it's going to blend right into your skin, and it's really just going to look like the gown is just on you and has that little plunge there too, which is just great because it lets you feel a little bit more secure. And then, not to be forgotten, she is just encrusted with all these amazing crystals. Just on her waistband here alone, she has over 1,000 crystals on her, and that's not even counting the amount of beads that are done. All of these beads on these appliques are done by hand, and they are really, really beautiful. I'm also excited to share with you that this gown is available in up to a size 30W. So our size ranges from a 0 to a 30W. And that's really exciting because, as we learned about some of our silhouettes, this is a great silhouette for anyone who wants to give themselves curves or has curves. So it's great, we offer that for anyone. This next gown that we're going to talk about is a little bit more of a boho feel. So the first two were a little sexier. NS 251211. She is under $800, and she is amazing because she has a little bit more coverage to her. So she still has the boning underneath, and she still is sheer. So as I put my hand under here, you can see that you can see skin under here, but she has a little bit more coverage. Not only does she have the lace applique on top, there's also cut apart pieces of layering lace over top of this illusion, just giving a little bit more coverage. So she's still sheer, but maybe a little bit easier to wear than some of the other ones. Her mermaid trumpet shape is also quite amazing. And also down at her hem, she has what we call horsehair, which is a little piece of, a wider whole piece of plastic that you sew into the hem. And it just really gives a great shape to the bottom of the skirt and great movement when you walk. It also really looks beautiful in pictures because it kind of holds the shape at the ends. It's really gorgeous. What we also wanted to do with this gown, just because she did have a little bit more of a boho feel, is we didn't want the lace to go all the way to the edges. We wanted to leave a little bit of the illusion. It does sort of melt into your skin tone, so you really don't see it that much, but just sort of so it looks like the lace is almost tattooed on at the edges. She's great. She is also available in sizes 0 to 30W, so also available in any size, as well as petites too. Next gown that I'm going to talk about is actually my personal favorite. SWG 837. This gown is amazing. She sparkles. One of the things that we were telling everyone to do is if you get your cell phone and turn the light on your cell phone and shine it up against the dress, she sparkles beyond belief. So I really want you to try it if you see this gown because it really brings the whole gown to life. She is covered in over 15,000 crystals on the bodice and on the skirt. One of the things that I always like to call out is she has 6 layers of tulle in her skirt. But one of the things that we did, because when you have that many layers of tulle, it just makes a really big puffy skirt usually. And we really didn't want it to puff out that much. So we took the beading and layered it down onto the skirt in between the godets. So it sort of gives it a little bit of a coning effect and it has a little bit more body to it. It's just really so beautiful. And as if we didn't need another detail, she also has a slit. So the layers of tulle look really beautiful when you walk, and then you can when you're standing or walking without pushing your leg towards that direction, you can have a little bit more of a modest look by not having the slit, or you can be a little bit sexier and show some leg. So it really has 2 different looks. And the last thing I want to talk about with this style is the neckline. This neckline, she does have a deep V plunge here, but you can see that she has this illusion here. Now again, this illusion color we actually internally call clear illusion. We've put it on about 7 different skin tones and you can't see it against anyone's skin. So we're really excited that this not only offers your décolleté or cleavage if you should want that, but also lets you feel a little bit more secure. The back is open on this gown to the waist, so sometimes when the back is open, you really just need something to balance out the front. If that's not for you and you'd like the front open and the back, our alterations team does have the ability to alter this down slightly so that the illusion isn't as up high. But she is absolutely beautiful, really sparkles, and really in the reception light, really takes your breath away. She is amazing. Also available in sizes 0 to 30W. So I want to show you a couple of other gowns that might be maybe some different aesthetics also, that also have the same sheer bodice detail. So this is a David's Bridal style, and she is amazing. She also still has that same boning detail in a mermaid trumpet fit here. But the sheer bodice is lined a little bit heavier, so you're going to get an even more modest feel than some of the other gowns that we looked at. She's really beautiful, and then also very, very easy to accessorize as well. So like we had mentioned before, if you should want to add a lining to this, that is also something that alterations can do. So they can add a lining to this, and then it would be, you know, you would lose the sheer bodice detail. Another gown, now this is our original sheer bodice gown. This gown was the one that started it all. SWG 772, under $1,500, has been in our assortment as a superstar. She is amazing. Her V neckline is open, so there's not illusion in her V neckline, and her bodice is sheer. So she is really great. She also has the lowest back in the assortment, the lowest back in the assortment. So you have to be careful because you might not even be able to wear underwear with this one. But she is really beautiful and really gorgeous on. She also really sparkles and she looks great with a sash. Also available in sizes 0 to 30W. Actually, all the styles on the rack that I'm going to show you are available in sizes 0 to 30W. So that's what's so amazing. And also we work with our technical design team, and if the dress needs to be available in petite because of the design details, if it won't be able to be altered, then we have that available as well. All gowns are also available in 4 extra length, whether it's missy or curvy. So that's amazing too. This dress I'm also very excited to show you. She is SWG 784 and she is under $1,500. Now, this is a new colorway for her. Previously this was only, you know, this was not in stores, but we're really excited. So the solid ivory, really it just pops her sparkle. She has this deep plunging V, and this neckline is shaped by what we call a V-wire, so it's not gonna move this shape. I have seen though, if people want something more modest, because this is a little plungy, it can actually be pinched together, so the neckline doesn't have to be as low. Again, this one has a little bit more coverage to the sheer bodice, but she also has a low back. So again, the sheer bodice goes straight to the waist and then it just dips down a little bit lower in the back. And I mean, how can you not love all of that crystal? I mean, she is just stunning. If coverage is more your thing, we have that too. So this sheer bodice is amazing, SWG 820. She is, she also utilizes that cashmere color that I had mentioned earlier, but this is a stretch sheer illusion sleeve. So the full sleeve is really comfortable, really stretchy, and she just has her bust cups in the front here and she's all sheer. What's really cool about this is the skirt has a little bit of a pink tone to it. So it's really beautiful when she moves. Her waistline also has several different types of crystals, including like a milky stone and also like a little bit of a clear crystal and more of a quartz kind of feel. So you really get some dimension in her waistband. And then my favorite part about this dress, she has these beautiful buttons in the back all the way down that have a crystal right in the middle of the button, because if you have sparkles all around your waist, you need some on the back too. She is just amazing. Under $1,500. Next one, a little bit more traditional. Again, she is actually lined with organza, which actually is a little bit of a denser fabric, so it gives a little bit more coverage. So this is WG 3861. And she is amazing. She has pockets, and she just is that traditional ball gown feel, but a little bit more coverage for a bride that would like it. She's not as open or sexy as the additionals, or the additional styles that we showed. Another one I'm going to show you, this is a sneak peek of some of our newness. So this is SWG 842, and she is absolutely stunning. So this is a sheer bodice, but it's actually paired back to a chiffon skirt, which is this is the only dress like this in the assortment, which is really exciting. She also has a slit because she is just super, super sexy. And when she walks, I don't know if you guys can see the skirt, but like when she walks, the skirt movement is actually stunning. So she doesn't have a whole lot of coverage on top. She's truly sheer and she has her bust cups. So might not be for the faint of heart, but as mentioned before, she can be fully lined. Also her waistband, she has over 1,000 crystals used on her waistband and it's all hand done. It's absolutely amazing. She has white stones, she has quartz stones, she has clear crystals. I mean, she really is just bedazzled up. And then we also added them all the way around the neckline. Now, she has this bit of the clear illusion at the neckline as well, but again, your alteration specialist can cut this down if it's a little bit too high, but a fully open back, so absolutely gorgeous and super sexy. And last but not least, we have this amazing ball gown. The lace of this ball gown is really beautiful. She really just has this unique feel to her. And then we veiled it in tulle to give it a little bit more of a bridal elevated feel. Again, her bodice is completely sheer, but really you get more of the corsetry detail coming out of it. It's really gorgeous. So her skirt, this is more of a two-tone look. So her skirt is ivory and the bodice is lined with a more nude color. So when you put her on, it's not gonna look as contrasty as this, but it will still have more of a two-tone look. So this is VW351548, and she is also available in the full range of sizes. So now that I taught you all about sheer bodices, I'm sure you're gonna wanna try all these dresses on. So please pop on to davidsbridal.com and make an appointment, and one of our stylists would love to walk you through the assortment.